So welcome to the structural analysis 2 video lecture. In this video lecture, let's have a small numerical problem on moving loads and influence lines. It is a very basic problem which helps to understand to do the more problems further in this unit. So regarding the introduction, it has been covered in the previous video. I'll skip that part. Yes, so coming to an example one here, it is given as the question is construct the influence line for the vertical reaction at A of the beam for a moving load of 1 kilonewton. So if you observe a simply supported beam here, so here a simply supported beam is given. This is end A, and here it is end B. I'm sorry for the disturbance. Yes, okay. So this is A and B, both are, one is simply supported hinge support and other is roller. The total length is L, and this X is the distance travelled by a unit load or a moving load of 1 kilonewton as given in the question. So this kilonewton, 1 kilonewton load will move from A to B, right? So it will move from A to B. So what is the influence line for the vertical reaction at A is asked in the question. But here let's do it for every other parameters too. So for that, first we have to know what is the actual reaction of RA and reaction of RB due to this moving load. But as the load is moving, we cannot find the exact reaction unless the load stops. So let us stop this load at some section, say X from A. Okay, say some X from A. So this is X. So treating as a simply supported beam with 1 kilonewton point load, we know that RA plus RB is equal to 1 according to the basic equilibrium equations, and sigma MA is equal to 0, sigma MA is equal to 0, that is 1 into X minus RB into L is equal to 0. So from this we get RB as X by L, we get RB as X by L, and RA as L minus X by L as shown in the PDF here. So let us keep in mind that RA and RB. So the reaction RA's magnitude will be changing from one end to other end in the variation of L minus X by L, and reaction RB changes in the variation of X by L. So in the case 1, we can see that for reaction RA at X is equal to 0, for reaction RA L minus 0 by L is equal to 1. Fine. So what we are doing just is X is equal to 0, that means that moving load is at A. So what is the reaction of RA is equal to 1. So simply if we observe more load is acting at A, the same resistance will be given by RB. Okay, so that is a simple case. And at X is equal to L, RA is 0. So here we can infer that RA at end B, that means at x is equal to L, it means that it is at end B. So RA will be 0 at x is equal to L, that is at B. So at distance B or at a point B, RA doesn't play any role, that is negligible role. That means when the load is at A, RA plays a major role, and when the load crosses from A to B, it moves from A to B, nothing is there in the reaction A hand, right? In RA nothing is there. So that is the case, and the diagram will be like this. This will be the influence line diagram. This will be the influence line diagram. At RA it is 1 and at RB it is 0. It changes in this fashion because this is in the shape of a fraction, and we can say that this changes in this manner. So this is ILD, that is influence line diagram for reaction A, and next comes ILD for reaction B. In the same manner, we have RB is equal to x by L, and at x is equal to L we have RB is equal to 1, and at x is equal to 0 we have RB is equal to 0. So this is what we get. This diagram is somewhat similar to that of reactions. A reaction diagram will be like this. So from this diagram we can conclude that once the load is at this point, reaction B is having this much of magnitude, and that reaction B, value of that reaction B is 1 when this 1 kilonewton load is coming here. Okay, if the same 1 kilonewton load is here, we can say that the magnitude will be 1 here, and in the same manner if this is here, that means if it stands at reaction A, what happens? RB doesn't play any role at A, so it has 0 here. That is the simple case. Okay, this is how a concept to be studied for influence line. That is the reason very small problems will be taught in everything. So influence line diagram for shear force. In the same manner how we have found the reactions RA and RB, we have to find the shear force also for at that section C. So for that, only for shear force we have to find it from left and also from right. If it is a numerical value, the shear force value will be same, as it is only alphanumeric, or it is only alphabets and other things are there only in the equation or expression. So we have to find shear force at C from left and also from right. So and we have to draw the diagram. So shear force at C, considering left side of C, so this is the case, that is minus x by L will be the shear force at C. So this is a very basic thing, a very small thing. Shear force at C, this you can find easily, right? And in the same manner, shear force at C from right side, that is at the right side of C, shear force at C will be minus x by L. So at x is equal to 0, shear force at C will be 0, and at x is equal to A, shear force at C will be minus A by L. So in the same manner for right side, we have shear force at C is equal to B by L, and when x is equal to L, shear force at C is 0. So this is all simple calculation, just substituting that A value and L value in this particular thing, it will be given directly. So this is how the diagram for a shear force is drawn. Minus A by L at C and B by L at C. In the same manner it will be there. That means shear force changes from point to point. It will be 0 at both the ends, and it has its negative and positive value at the same manner when you observe this influence line diagram. That means this moving load influences the whole beam's shear force as positive and negative manner. That means if a load moves on any beam, that shear force will change like anything, like at every point it will have its negative and positive, negative and positive, negative and positive shear forces, not like how we draw for a static load. These are moving loads, so this shear force influence line diagram is typical when compared to the static loads. So next, coming for bending moment. So bending moment at C is as shown in this equation, and after the simplification we get the bending moment as xb by L. xb by L. This is how. So this is considering the left side of C for bending moment. So bending moment at C will be xb by L. At x is equal to A, we get AB by L. Okay. At x is equal to A, we get AB by L, and at x is equal to 0, it is simply 0. Okay. So this is what similar to the regular bending moment diagram. This will be the same. And coming to the final figure, we have total influence line diagram will be for reaction at RA. This is the case. So if it is for reaction for RA, simply put it as 1 there, and if it is for RB, it is like that. For shear force and also for bending moment, it will be it will be in that manner, AB by L. So I think this video is helpful for knowing the basics of influence line diagram. So let's watch in the next coming videos about more numerical problems in influence line diagram and moving loads. So thank you for listening to this video.